record this just to play it safe. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a great day. If you're here on the live stream, welcome. Jordan23 is here in the blue playing as the Persians, and MBL is in the red playing as the Persians as well. So I assume... Okay, they did blind random, so they don't know what map it is just yet. And it is islands. And they also did team random civilizations. Of course there's a pause right away, but this gives us time to get to know each other. How you doing? Can you link the Nimino Chinese video? Sweden, it's going to take me a little bit longer to find that. I'm obviously casting a game right now. I'm pretty sure someone can find it. It was so funny at the time because Twitch chat was loving it. And Nimino didn't know that the camera was focused on him. He was too focused on the girl. My Snap is just T90 official. My Snap, my Instagram's T90 official. I already had a couple people at it. So, it's a 1v1. It is islands. It is Persians. Honestly, these settings are kind of boring. But we'll make the most of it. So, we'll talk about the maps. I have to get warmed up because in a week I'm going to be casting in front of thousands of people in Germany. So, we'll get warmed up now. Jordan has 2 main gold piles quite close to his town center. Thank you, spectator, for ruining my introduction and saying it's Persian War. It is Persian War, plenty of wood lines. The one problem potentially for Jordan later in this game is that the wood lines can be ranged by galleys. For example, if he put his lumber camp here or here and he continued to chop, he'd probably be halfway through the wood, and any galleys, if he lost the water, could range his lumberjacks, which would not be good. This would be a good area for a lumber camp. This one's probably the best, because you're not going to find many galleys creeping their way back here throughout the game. Stone's not that all important, but he has 2 main stones here as well. Now, same thing for MBL, I imagine. Yeah, this wood line, kind of close to the water, but he should be fine. Actually, it's closed off. Using the scout to bring in boar. That's the standard on islands, so he's figured it out. A wood line here. Yeah, again, these wood lines could become an issue later on, but we'll just have to pay attention to how the action unfolds. Main gold here for MBL, a main gold way out here for MBL, and stone here and stone here. So, honestly, I don't think those stones, or even the extra golds, are going to become a factor here. Normally in expert AOC islands, it's so cutthroat that someone will eventually lose, and it's not going to be incredibly close. A mid-castle age, they're going to be doing different strategies then, but who knows? Maybe this island later on will become a factor with 2 golds, and if it does, then I would favor Jordan23 because he's so close to it. This would probably be where he groups his galleys. This dock is not good for Jordan at all. Normally you want at least 1 deep fish. If he docked over here, it would have been better deep fish there and a few out here. But yeah, this is an awful dock for him. I guess he can range this one. MBL might not have a better dock, though. Okay, so there's a few deep fish back here. And it's safe. It's a safe boom. He shouldn't go fast castle, but he can't get to the outer edge with any ships he makes out of this dock. Well, we'll see what MBL chooses to do there. I would almost like to see a ballsy move for the first game of the day. Just make fishing ships and fast castle. Because the reason you go galley rush in the feudal age is to deny the fishing ships and to protect your own. MBL doesn't necessarily need to do that. This is Jordan's first game of the day. We'll see how his board lore is. That is sickening. That is sickening. That was perfect. Oh man, these guys just make me feel bad about myself sometimes. We love ballsy moves. Oh, I know you do, man. And we're going to see another dock from MBL? I'm pretty sure, yeah, he knows that ships cannot access this area. And he's going to go 2 docks in the back, and I think he's going to fish boom. So I like it. I think he can get ships through that. I was thinking, as I was saying that maybe they could go through here. I'm not sure about here, though. Sometimes that is the case. We'll see if he tests it out with the ship. Jordan getting loom now, he will cook up. And the standard transition is to garrison all of your food villagers, hit 500 food, and then send 3 to gold, the rest to wood. 494, 550, there we go. Don't even worry about the sheep, because all you need now is wood and gold. That's what he will be going for. He will have 4 fishing ships, and honestly, it's not too bad for Jordan because he's going to make another dock anyway to go galley rush, so he can send his fishing ships closer to the deep fish with that dock. Are you sure they can't go through? I'm not positive. I'm just making assumptions. MBL is pretty darn sure of it, I think, because he's clicked up a lot later than normal. He's lured some deer. This build order is different. He's even going for a mill, so this is not standard galley rush. MBL has no way to know for sure, but he is a top player, so maybe he's confident that they can't go through here. I feel like if it was this small piece of sand here and not that one tile of grass, they could go through, but I'm not sure how this tile affects the game. But MBL still, regardless, he's not going up that much later. He made a couple extra fishing ships. I think he'll have to make some galleys. And oh, he's just gonna wall this. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Very smart move from MBL. So I think he'll have to make galleys at some point to attack Jordan.
Tristan. We need a soccer cast. Make it happen. GLHFGLHFGLHFGL.
Algernon, I really wanted to get video of everything going on, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't know if anyone else is going to have a camera. So I'll get pictures and whatnot, but I won't have any videos. And I'm kind of worried. I'm a tryhard, and I have a foot injury. So I'm going to play soccer, and I can't just play casually the entire time. I need to, you know, do my best, show people what I got. So I'm worried I'm going to injure myself. I'm going to have to take it easy. Maybe just, I don't know. If anything, they say be a man when they tell someone to try their best. But I should be a man and not, because I don't want to get injured there. But I am excited to see what Viper's got and Tato's got. Tato says he has a knee issue. Now Jordan, he's making galleys, right? Yeah, he's making galleys out of 3 docks. He did add some more fishing ships. Very good response from Jordan to recognize MBL is going up later and get away with making a few more fishing ships. I don't think MBL has a huge advantage because it's 8-8 on fishing ship count. And Jordan's going to try and come around here. This has been walled off by MBL. MBL is fast castling though. And I'm interested to see what he's going to do with this advantage. Because ideally he would want to dock on the outer edge. He's not going to do that now. Maybe he will just place a TC and start booming. And this is going to be a very different islands meta from MBL. But Algernon, thank you for the 10 months, man. Also, Total Demise, I missed you. Chat, let's get some woo-woo-woos, please. Sorry about that, Total Demise. Thank you for being here today. So, this is typical MBL stuff. And this is what I like about MBL as a player. Now, all top players do this, but I think most top players are a little bit more structured. I'd say the only other player that's not always structured is Tato. Now, MBL is trying to get a dock up so he can go fires. But he knows that this galley's there from Jordan. He's gonna try and lure it away. This is beautiful. So what I was trying to say about MBL is he'll see a back pond and he'll see an opportunity to mill some shorefish and he'll go for it and he's gonna do a different strategy. MBL is, he's always been like this. You know, you watch him play Black Forest and he'll fast castle on 19 pop. He does things differently. This dock was huge. In fact, he got it up just in the last moment, and he is going to be going fire, so Jordan should know what's going on. And there's a stable now for Tato as well, so I assume that's going to be an offensive stable, and he will try and get a transport out at some point. It's just, it's impressive when players can do that and adjust on the fly. Jordan is going to need to make more galleys versus these fire ships. This one dock could be a problem for him. MBL will want to mass 2 or 3 fires before he sends them out. Topins, you didn't really miss much, my friend. Just a lot of talking about cameras and soccer and Age of Empires, of course. Viper's a macro player. He does react very well to unexpected, but he plays very safe. Yeah, Viper's more structured. Of course, Viper has good reactions, but my point is Viper's... It's a lot easier to cast Viper because you normally know what's going on. MBL right now, he's going to transport from another dock he's placed, and he's going to transport, I believe, one knight is in there. And this could be devastating to Jordan, who, of course, went into the Feudal Galley Rush, does have fishing ships, is combating MBL on water, but he has nothing to defend from this knight. Just one knight, no upgrades. Jordan can't see the transport. He cannot see the knight yet. He will find out. Luckily for Jordan, he's probably going to have time to wall off his wood and his gold. A player of his quality should have time and should be able to perform that if he sees it. Jordan has an opportunity to wall here.
Have fun in Europe and get ready for hashtag 24-hour forest nothing.
MBL is not doing anything on water. This is Jordan's opportunity to stay alive. I don't think he recognizes there's a knight here. Yes, he does now, but his wood village is going to have to run away. But he's walled in the right areas. If he walls right here, this will keep this last knight away. Jordan! Jordan unable to wall that off. That's a big deal. This villager will go down. And that, there's a hole in the wall now. A barracks from Jordan. Of course, he didn't make a barracks because he was going on water. He could lose another villager. MBL's attack so far paying off. Now keep in mind that regardless of the villager count, Jordan has 8 extra fishing ships. MBL can go right underneath this DC. No big deal. There's no villagers there. Jordan quick walling the wood. Jordan quick walling the gold. Good reaction time there. It was a little bit messy to start. And he also doesn't have the wood to build a monastery or a stable. I don't know what his plan was. I guess he's going to go with spears, but this is messy just because of 2 knights. And a wonderful play from MBL. This might give MBL time to do exactly this. Create some more fire ships. And then go back on water if he wants. And that's... I'm ashamed of myself. This is one thing I normally point out, and I feel like there's certain things I always point out. I feel good about myself with such predictions. I should have talked about how close these islands were. When the islands are this close, of course a transport is easy. And I feel bad I didn't point that out before it happened, because now I'm reacting myself. So, used to be 16 fishing ships, correct? Or maybe I looked at military. I thought it was 16 fishing ships for Jordan, but I doubt he lost so many in that short amount of time. He did lose a few. Jordan's getting war galley. Oh, this TC is going to be denied by 1 knight unless MBL chases this Vil, and he's going to do that, and that's going to be a mistake. Jordan just placed a palisade so he can get the TC up. I think that the focus needs to be back on water. MBL... he's trying to make war galley. But Jordan has far too many ships. And the knight attack has been snuffed out. So with Jordan's water control, you can stop the transports from happening. Of course, MBL is on 2 TCs back at home, and probably a 3rd. So if he goes with that 3rd, he's going to have an even stronger economy. 57 Vils for MBL, 35 for Jordan23. I like MBL's choices here. He's going to go for another dock as well. A different style from MBL. He's not going to have... yeah, he's going to run these away, I guess. Maybe he'll try and snipe fishing ships. He's not going to have the numbers. Also, he doesn't have the upgrades. Doesn't even have fletching on his war galleys. And Jordan's going to want to stick around here and take down the dock. And MBL might use this to get behind the wood line. I think he might be able to go through here again. Might be able to get behind this wood line. Deny some space here, which is not a big deal to Jordan right now. This might be a misclick, but we have a T90 demo on the way from MBL. Pretty sure that's a misclick. I don't see how a demo would help him. So, the focus needs to be on MBL and what he could do with his extra economy. So normally, he hasn't completely lost water yet, but it seems like he will. Normally, if you lose water, you want to boom up on land, get extra economy, then get docks placed so you can win in imp. Now, MBL can't place docks easily if Jordan has his ships everywhere, so I feel like MBL should go for that castle, and you do see different players sometimes. 3 TCs, more than enough as Persians. Send some to stone, and when you want to get on water, place the castle, and that will push the enemy ships away. Jordan has found this dock, and I guess we're going to see the T90 demos attempt to get a lucky shot on these war galleys. Because he made 2 of them. I don't think he misclicked twice. I don't know, but MBL is getting closer and closer to the Imperial Age. While Jordan, he has water control. He has a few extra fishing ships. But he is not close to the Imperial Age, so he needs to hold the water control he has at the moment. And there go the demos from MBL. This is going to be funny. If he finds fishing ships, that would be clutch. And I think that's where he's going as well. Ah, no! MBL! Don't tease us! Okay, he kind of teased us. The demo's gone down. Yeah, this is live, guys. This is live. Welcome to the stream. Water control is huge for this reason. These are the wood lines we talked about earlier on, so MBL is probably going to have to go to the back wood if he has any left. I guess this is a thought. MBL has this walled off. He can build all of his new docks in the back. And he can make war galleys and then galleons and imp in the back. And then he can run out. This is a pretty interesting style from MBL. And again, they played blind random, so they did not know it was islands. This is just MBL reacting. And I like this move a lot. I like to see him place his other docks back here because Jordan is suffocating him elsewhere. MBL's on the way to imp. He went university and he went monastery. He's house, but it's his first game of the day. That's acceptable. How did this... Where did this MBL fishing ship come from? Did he... I think he deleted this, sent a fishing ship out, and re-walled it. He might hope that he'd have stone walls here, because palisade walls won't last. Jordan's gonna find this, and he's gonna be thinking, what? What is this? Villager's gonna go down. MBL, send another villager here, buy some stone, stone wall this up. Might even be able to gate that. If Jordan's gonna go in, this is a first for me. I've never seen this before. I've seen players walling off choke points, but I've never seen experts doing this, and I've never seen, you know, player finding it later on, one person fast castling and getting up to imp so much faster. Alright, is Jordan gonna run through? This could be a trap, Jordan. You'll know what MBL has back here. I think he needs to kill this palisade to go through. Oh, I lied. Well, this is different. MBL's getting upgrades as we speak. He just hit in. But if Jordan takes a fight before that, then he can kill these units before the upgrades come in, and that would be big. Jordan probably knows he needs to take a fight here. However, it seems like MBL has a better start to this engagement. Yeah, there's not that much different in the numbers, and Galleon and Chemistry is on the way for MBL. MBL gonna have a window where Jordan's still in castle and he can do a lot of damage. Jordan's sending in more numbers. He probably would have wished he had this all here earlier, and probably would have wished he wasn't in this choke point next to MBL's docks. There are the upgrades. Jordan's still trying to take a fight. There's a few weak galleons on the left for MBL. Jordan's still trying to push in. He's going to try and micro. But with ballistics and with all the upgrades, MBL, he might lose this fight slightly, but it's been a good fight in the end for him. Jordan knows he needs to take the fight now, but I don't know what's happening with these ships. Just throwing them away. MBL with a beautiful move. Jordan maybe buying himself enough time, because he is on his way to imp now as well. He has monks coming back with the relics. We'll see, because MBL is going to need more docks on the front, and he can only do that when his ships get to the front. So he's going to be coming out of this choke point now, working his way over here, maybe trying to build some more docks. Jordan might have time if he sits in this area and waits for his upgrades. But the pain train has started from MBL, and I don't think the pain train is going to be derailed. Another transport, so he's going to most likely go for stables. Or even a siege workshop would be really nice from him. I don't know. A Beastmaster, thank you for the resub. That was 9 minutes ago. Sorry I missed that. A Panda now, thank you for this 10 months. 10 months, Panda. Thanks for the support, guys. MBL has gone Fast Fire and he's gone Galleon. And he's moving in towards Jordan23. The Fast Fires with the Galleon could be devastating. MBL could win this fight if he waits a little bit. for the rest of his navy. I think he patrolled into that house. Yeah, here we go. Jordan needs the time. This has been an exciting game. He also has the stone for a castle. I think ideally he would have placed this castle here. Jordan hits Imp now. He needs his upgrade, so he needs to run and run and run, but the fast fire is tanking so many shots, and he's losing so much map control. Meanwhile, MBL was thinking about landing. Yeah, he's going with the siege workshop and archer ranges, so he will go hand cannons and, well, rams, maybe bombard cannons, but they're expensive. And this has been a great game from MBL. I didn't expect it to work out so well. He has 40 extra population. He's killed a lot of Jordan's expensive navy, also lowered the HP. And he has all the map control now. Jordan's getting his upgrades, but he doesn't have the numbers. Losing the monk getting a conversion on a fast fire ship. But just look, this is the bulk of Jordan's navy. And he's going to have to deal with the land attack. And Jordan calling the GG. That was an incredible game. It was really cool. How many times do we see islands go on for 15 minutes and that's it? How many times do we see the same exact build order? Not that that's bad. It's definitely not bad to see the same exact build order, because as experts, you want to do the best thing at all times. But I applauded MBL for how much variety he has in his play, and it worked out. That was really cool. He even had fish traps back here. There's so many things I couldn't talk about because it was so fast and so different. That was really cool. So let's think about that. MBL was blind random, so he used his scouting to figure this out. He realized he could wall this off. He realized he could fast castle with some fish in the back and a mill, which is not standard. Then he hits Castle Age, immediately makes a transport, sends a knight in. It did a lot of damage to Jordan23. And then, once he realized he damaged Jordan on land, and Jordan probably had to take his foot off the gas on water, he started going on water as well. The one thing, I mean, it's unfortunate for Jordan because he didn't have the opportunity to do what MBL did. The map was just weird. The one thing Jordan needed was a fight earlier on here. And he did hesitate for a few moments next to the palisade walls. Maybe that hesitation cost him. I think he also had the second half of his navy back at home. So, best case scenario for Jordan, he would have had all of his navy here when he took that fight. Killed the bulk of MBL's military, maybe ranged MBL's wood lines, then killed the fish traps. A lot of things would have changed there. A really cool game. Let's look at the achievements. And there's the military stats, MBL leading by far there. And that's because of this, his economy. MBL, he likes his economy, as all players do. It was a different strategy, and it worked out for him. He had more food, more wood, more gold. Of course, didn't collect any stone. Okay, I think they started the next game, and I'm still in this one, blabbing my mouth. There's the feudal times. Here's the society stats. YouTube, if you end up seeing this one, make sure to leave a like. I will see you on the next video or the next live stream. But to the stream, we need to get into that next game.